Hi, this is Jocelyn, also known as Sky J. Once again, sorry the last video cut off. If this is your first time tuning in, go ahead and start with part 1. This is the ending. Hopefully it doesn't cut off again. I believe I've used up all my storage, but let me stop talking and go ahead and finish up. But go ahead and check out the part 1 through 3 before you watch this. This is the last video, I hope. All right, and we're reading John chapter 4, verses 1 through 38. I just finished reading. So I finished reading the verses already, and I'm just doing a little bit of understanding, breaking it down for us. All right, so the second question I was on, it said, can you name a specific, wait a second. Oh, here I am. What important item did the Samaritan woman leave behind when she went to tell others about her encounter with Jesus? So the Samaritan woman left behind a water pot. And so I'll just read what this says. Jesus spoke with the Samaritan woman at Jacob's well. This may not seem like such a big deal to us, but Samaritans and Jews did not associate with one another. Certainly a Jewish man would not be found conversating with a Samaritan woman. As the conversation unfolded, the woman realized that this was not an ordinary man. He knew things about her that she had not told him. He spoke of living water, and he claimed to be the Christ. In her excitement at having encountered the Messiah, the woman left her water jar and ran into the city to tell others about Jesus. She was, by all practical purposes, the original evangelist. And with the context clues around the word evangelist, that kind of tells us a little bit what evangelism is. And that's just spreading the word of Jesus, spreading the gospel. So she was the original evangelist. She ran and told everybody about Jesus. What is the significance of her leaving the water pot behind? Water was fetched from the well using a clay pot or jar. Water was a necessity for cooking, cleaning, and drinking. What do you consider a necessity that you are willing to lay aside to share Jesus with others? I'll answer that question for myself. I just moved recently and I threw so much stuff away because I know that Jesus is going to give it right back to me. And it's not about our material possessions. It's all about, doing the right thing, loving God, and, teaching other people who He is and being kind, being good to one another, just loving your neighbor as yourself, loving yourself and loving God. It's not really about what we have. So she was filled up by Jesus more than that pot of water was going to fill her up. Jesus said He'd give you water that will have everlasting springs, but that water will run dry. And that was enough for her. She believed. All right, so now we're going to pray. I'm going to pray from this study Bible. It's a 5-minute study Bible that I got from CVS Pharmacy. Lord, I cling so tightly to my family and friends. I love the familiarity of home. I even find myself obsessed with material things and social media at times. Please loosen my grip on my necessities and make me willing to lay them down to share your good news with those around me. Amen. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you learned something today. Once again, go back to this is part 4. So go back and watch 1, 2, and 3, and you can finish up with this one here. I hope you enjoyed the word today as much as I enjoyed delivering it to you. It's a good word, good message. All right, well, come back next week for What's the Word Wednesday, and we'll do it all over again. I'm Sky J. Thanks for coming. God bless.